Hey. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. So obviously our fall fundraiser is complete. We do still have it open, so if people were still giving donations, we're obviously still accepting money that comes in.
Yeah, it drives me nuts.
Right. Yeah. But hold on. I don't know. All right. So last year we did the whole Christmas catalog thing of really expensive items that people had to sell, and then we had to wait for delivery, and then we had to arrange all the pickups. So this year that's why we decided to do our own, kind of just donate, just to give it a shot. Last year, I think we cleared like 17,000. This year, we're definitely gonna clear we'll probably make more than 10,000 more. And there's no product, so like we're done. So it was good. A lot of extra work, especially from Adam and Danielle, because they were on the morning news show a lot, coming up with their skits and stuff. So a lot of extra work went into it, but it did definitely get the students excited about it. And again, it's kind of one of those things, with it being our first year doing it, next year, I feel like we'll be able to add extra things. And now that we've kind of went through it once to see what it was like for a 2-week process, we'll be able to figure out some new things to add into it. Next, in the spring, we are still letting Booster do their thing because they do BoosterCon. They run the whole thing. We don't get as large of a percentage, but because they're partnering with Dude Perfect this year, I think it'll carry really well. I think we'll still get a lot of money from that in the spring. We have things. We have Spirit Night, like next Thursday is our Chick-fil-A breakfast morning, but our big thing now is Holiday Boutique, which is that week long where we let all the grades come in and shop for their parents, send money. That'll be the big heavy thing that we start working toward now. Inventory is a big thing that we work through. So we're working on building the inventory. But that'll be something probably in November that we'll actually work on, kind of seeing what we have count wise, getting the prices worked out. Last year we did prices based on a table. So like everything on this table was this price. The only problem sometimes came until you learned what table it was on. Like when they showed up to the register, you're like, wait a minute, is this for, where was this from? So we'll have to think through if we adjust anything with that. But I mean, we survived last year. This year, I don't think it'll be about survival. It'll be more about being able to tweak it and make it better. We're not really looking to like make crazy profit. We don't want to lose money doing the Holiday Boutique, but it's mainly just giving them an option to shop cheap in a sense for their parents or siblings or friends or whatever. But that'll be the thing we're looking towards right now. I guess I'm supposed to approve minutes. Yeah. Any questions on? Last meeting's minutes.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Sorry about that. And one of the things that you got something, Daniel? Yeah, we can't wait for that. That could take a while. Sorry if it's recording and that was you. But yeah, so that'll be the big thing that we're working towards. Something that we just decided here, because I don't know why this hasn't been something we did before, but Sarah, who is secretary, is going to take over email communication, because if you've emailed me like Emily, you realize that you might not have gotten a response back, but we need to change it. So we're going to work on communicating to everyone that, because we do have a Brushy Creek PTA email, instead of like her personal email or my personal email. But that'll be something that we'll make sure we send out to the volunteers and the team, and then we can get that filtered to parents as they come. Because right now it really doesn't get many emails to that actual inbox. It's mainly like things that we've signed up for in the past, but I think it's like BCES PTA or something like that at Gmail, but we'll get that out to everyone. So that way we can get that. I do apologize if anyone has emailed and not gotten a response. I think Sarah just had a heart attack when I told her I had like 14,000 unread emails in my inbox. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you text or call me, you got it. Yeah.
I didn't put my email on stuff, so I don't know, like, is there any extra?
I think the only two communications that come out is the e-blast, the Bulldog Bulletin, and then something from your room parent. That would be the only two things that come out to you. Yeah, unless for some reason administration was sending something, but they would always do that through backpack. Yeah.
On Wednesday. So like whatever information you want to send to classes, I send that on Wednesday. All the information once a week, so there's like the blast on Sunday and then Wednesday, and then it kind of covers the week.
Yeah.
So if you want anything on there. It looks like school authorities and volunteers in November, so that's probably on this week. Like,
And there'll be some things going on, I guess, with the book fair. They usually ask for volunteers for the book fair. Good.
I
Okay.
did go out.
Already signed up. Yeah. For the book fair. Yeah.
It's always hard, because like I was waiting to kind of see, because like last year we didn't have enough people, and we had to like pull in. Because I sometimes-
And it's not,
You set up your email.
just so you guys know, it's also not, in case people in the future don't realize, if you know when your child goes to library, like it is not that day, that is not when they go to the book fair.
This is for you, she sent it for, like, you gotta text that number, so for the Zoom meeting.
For the Zoom meeting.
Mhm.
No, you're good. But yeah, and just so you know, like in regards to like where the money goes, like that we raise all year, like just to put that into perspective, I think like the traffic officer in the morning, I think it ends up being about 11,000. So thinking that we made an extra 10,000 on this fall fundraiser, that essentially about pays for the traffic officer for the whole year in the morning. So just to give you perspective on that. Now, in regards to what we do with the money, for the most part, we've not decided that till like the spring. And it's usually by the end of the year, the big project that we pay for. Now, sometimes there'll be some little things that we do, but the more money we bring in, the more we're able to upgrade things at the school or give teachers more things. And again, we're able to keep the traffic officer, which is the big thing. Be great. Yeah.
You know, when you think of a big amount of money, like things like that.
Yeah.
And
We're also
traffic,
looking at bringing in.
what about traffic in the afternoon? Cause that's like the scariest thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, it would be the same thing. So I think that would be in regards to how big our influx of money can be coming in, because that would be something to consider. Because again, that would be another $11,000 a year to have a traffic officer in the afternoon.
It just seems like people are getting super aggressive and so many car accidents. It's
Yeah.
just crazy.
Yeah.
How come, like, in another schools, like I say elementary school, like in another middle school, they have this, guard that, I don't know if it's, they have to go for a special training, so they can at least direct, it's not like being there, like, cause I see in another school
Mhm.
that, those, crossing guards.
Yeah.
Are, unless they are trained for a different position, like.
One part is allowed to help the kids cross, they're not allowed to correct, you're allowed to stop traffic for kids to cross, but their job is not to stop, like, decide, you know, who needs to go or not, so they're only allowed to stop traffic to allow kids, is their only responsibility. Safety, not the rest of it.
Now, there are times where they might just happen to be a officer whose child goes to that school that just volunteers and does stuff like that. So if you notice that at other schools too, there's stuff like that happens. And then depending on the actual school or the safety or the things that go on at that school, sometimes they can have officers that are there multiple times, like in the afternoon too. But if you see an officer that's there in the morning or the afternoon, they're being paid to be there, or it is someone's parent or grandparent or whatever that's just volunteering their time. But it is basically 11,000 for us to have a slot. So the morning is what we choose. But yes, I would agree. It would be nice to have one in the afternoon, but right now, I don't would say our budget doesn't support that at the moment, but I think the more we grow, the more things we're able to do. It's definitely something that could be done in the future. But yeah, it's a little crazy. I was trying to think of anything else, that I had. That'll really be it for me. Anything about in regards to the budget? I know Danielle's chaperoning the field trip today, but
Yeah, it's start of the year, so there's more of the expenses until, and most everything for the fundraiser will take another 2 or 3 weeks before that can hit our account block. So that's budget. We usually see the exact number of days that we can sell or money on all the classes. We try to keep it minimal, but large. So we're doing like the donut party, pizza party. High school level food.
You want me to help, here's like for, to help with the ice.
We haven't, I don't know, probably have a couple, we're looking at maybe doing it on Halloween, and that's okay, we figure that's already kind of a
Yeah.
crazy walk of the day, you know, about that they might agree, they're available. We can go get the okay, and that's kind of.
And then within the class parties.
So the class party, we'll just check with those teachers and see if they want to bring that there to help.
They're Halloween party.
No. Yeah, I think they only allow the holiday and
Winter
winter year, right?
But you are allowed, you have to like email to your teacher and make sure that goodie bags have been sent.
Can you do goodie bags on New Year? So can you still do goodie bags?
That's
or-
your teacher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't think, they usually do.
I always say this.
But like, yeah, that's like my teachers. They're usually fine.
I think the other thing we might need, we probably could, depending on how it works, need volunteers for would be the extra recess / extra snacks that go to 3rd grade, but we might not really, it might be like one person kind of thing, like just to help with the passing out, but for the most part, we'd probably be good. It'd probably just be cone ice would be the big one. And yeah, the goal would be to have all our rewards and stuff done by the end of this month, for the fundraiser, so that can officially be completed. And then that way we can focus solely on holiday boutique.
And it was helpful for holiday week. Before, we had a lot of the stuff pre-wrapped, things that were in, like, we did a lot in the bags, in the holiday bags, but never how like we would just have one displayed and wrapped, so we probably small to help wrap and stuff.
Yeah.
But hopefully things will.
Yeah, that was the biggest process, was wrapping things once the kids came up with their items. Then you had an assembly line of,
Yeah.
yeah,
We're a lot more bad, like, we learned a lot in last year,
Yeah.
hadn't happened before COVID, none of us had done, wrapping around how many things get off. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So they sign up for a time,
Oh,
so we wasn't out of sign up for teachers. But we learned a lot, like, I think the kindergartners have like 5th grade buddies.
Yeah.
So we're gonna actually have their 5th grade buddies with them. They need one-on-one, we would have 4 or 5 people, you have 20. So kindergarten, you know, they don't know prices, they don't know. So we have to help some of that.
And the parents that call,
Love that.
there's people this much, you know, like.
So
the
we gotta
guys that the
decide,
parents would
yeah,
get.
so this year we're gonna create a flyer. They did it on an envelope before, so I see what the price would be, create
Or
it.
even like
Envelope
the
that
flyer,
has, like,
the flyer that goes out, it has a little list at the bottom, they can fill in.
So it-
And then just like, Yeah.
Is that helpful?
or like print it on the envelope.
Yeah, I know, they used to do a printed envelope, but
That would
we'll have to
be-
see the
It would get too far.
the price point on food.
We did also learn from the fundraiser, like, we tried to put another flyer in the teacher. There's a lot of stuff that we have to read about the clever ideas that we have,
Yeah,
whether or not it actually makes it.
I thought it was genius, just so you know. I was like, oh, this is great. I love
Right.
this.
I liked it, but I got it 3 days later.
That's,
At the
Oh,
bottom of that.
and fifth graders were like.
Right. Right, and then some kids were like walking out with their shirt, and I was like, what happened to that flyer?
Yeah.
I just really like that, when we rolled every shirt with a flyer.
yeah, I was like, oh gosh, it's gonna take forever.
It was perfect that day. For helping.
Yeah.
I think there's four.
I know they can, I think it's we're gonna have another one most likely in December, I think so.
There's usually 2 in the fall,
It's
2 in the
still-
spring.
So, let me pull out that.
Feedback
paper.
from that one, from the teachers, like, they
Teachers,
like,
I think, loved it.
the
They loved
catering
to get
instead
to have
of-
their break.
yeah, it was good that we got volunteers. That they put
Mhm.
the food, right?
Yeah. Do that, even helped out, the cafeteria. People helped out.
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, and we're short on the cafeteria.
Yeah.
And when I talked to the staff at the meeting, they were like, it was like, that was a big plus. And we have full coverage, so we get an actual, right?
Yeah.
They were like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, yeah,
That stuff makes big difference for that.
oh, yeah.
It's that moment of quiet there. People
Right.
don't get so.
Yep.
so much.
So,
It's kind of clean up somehow I met that from 1 to 2. It was great because I got her.
I consider that like, that's all it is. So,
Yeah.
we usually try to pack it all up, and the teachers will actually take it, which is amazing. I know it's like,
That's your
"Oh,
job."
They love it, they love making one of the time, they don't have to do the water foul, you know, and cooking for like, and it was clearing more, a lot of them, so much of it was cooking 2 or 3 containers, so we go more than that. The next one would be December the 1st, the next one would come January the 26th, next 23rd, and then April the 5th.
December 1st during the holiday boutique, is that, no?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not, okay. Yeah, it's a Friday, December 1st.
I got all,
So we
because
just
I
need
asked
to
you the
do,
other day
like,
that.
full coverage, volunteer
Yeah, it'll be
coverage.
the same thing, full coverage.
That's a good thing.
Any other questions or thoughts?
Yeah, how are y'all talking about our schools, and it's great about that?
I mean, it's one of those things, it's like the line we're on, but there's not really anything you can do about it. It's unseen face.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we,
Better attendance, way better attendance.
yeah,
Maybe another face.
Amanda said that. Watch your face.
Let's
We'll get
remember
more
there,
face
she
pictures.
rocked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if there could be something sent out that just like had, because I feel like like the ferry here, I remember it was like a salon, but I don't remember what it was. And it was like, one of those things like, just, these were the people that were.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just even at the bottom of the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out. So then you could like through.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, and we had, I guess, we had a food truck that canceled the day of the barbecue food truck. And then the pizza truck showed up and couldn't get his generator working. So like, there was 2,
I
Yeah.
thought you had just enough, just so you know, it was so much
Yeah.
better than last year, like, just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
and then I don't know if you've ever been to the Kona Ice food truck. Like, it's a lot faster process. That's another thing you just learn.
I was surprised how long. So cozy. That line was crazy. I'm like, "Oh, get through it." So we might switch to the ice or something that has like the outside thing where they just change the ice.
Like, how do you guys get them? Like, did you give them like a profit, like for them, or they just come?
No, they're just able to come. So like, probably next year, the goal will be to look into seeing if we can get a profit share.
This year because you didn't know how many people would come, and they wanted to have a guaranteed report, and now that you proved that.
Cause I got guys like that do like a little petting suit for bathing suits.
Yeah.
It was amazing, and we saw in another one, and they will come to schools pretty much for free.
Mhm.
So that could be also an option.
Yeah.
And I know also like a lady that do ice cream trucks, but they're like the ice cream truck from below, so I think it's
Yeah.
amazing. And they already have they just sell like ice cream, it's already pre-made. So I don't know if you guys are thinking, I can give you the info.
Yeah. But yeah,
So you don't want to I'll look into that.
And Mr. Davis made it very clear at the first one that he would not open the school.
Yeah.
Well, they used to open the school, like they used to open the school.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Hallway, yes.
That was when it was Jack Carnival. So as we get more volunteers, we can go back and some of that stuff, we can possibly, it's just monitor, yeah.
Yeah, because the bathrooms are literally right there where the second through fifth graders enter, there's two.
And then have somebody that
Yeah.
I think he would be able to do that. Yeah, he was trying to like, we looked into
The mobile bathroom.
Yeah, porta potties.
porta potties, but again,
Yeah, they are.
the cost of outright.
Yes.
How many people are gonna show up? So we tried the whole in 2 hours.
One thing, just a thought for next year is like, even if we wanted, we don't wanna encroach on the food trucks, but even if it could be like PTA, it's just like somebody selling like bottled water. for 50 cents.
Right.
That was like one thing, we stood in line at the food truck. and
Just
figure out
for-
drink
yeah.
bottles.
And some of
Yeah.
them that right now out of work, like drinks and sodas.
So that could be just easy thing somebody may
Saves
have.
a lot of money.
We can get money
Yeah.
from them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I walked through the line with like, I think I had 70 bottles and it like took 5 minutes to get rid of it.
Calling them around, I saw it.
But yeah, for sure, we definitely need a water spot.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Be
Um,
like, Steve, go to PTA, so people would be like,
right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, fundraiser for the most part, the fundraiser doesn't, or well, the festival doesn't really bring in money at this
We were
point.
trying to ask for money for 2 weeks straight. We were trying to make. That's fine.
But there definitely are little things you could do to bring a little bit of money here. Anything else? Alright. Well,
The next meeting will be like with, including with SIC.
I think it is, yeah, the November one is with SIC. With SIC, which is Student Improvement Council. Yeah.
So, student building council is, it's about the administrators and then representatives, especially from the student body, from their body. A lot of what they do is they take some of the ideas that students have and they try and bring them into reality, for discussion with administrators. A lot of it also is, a lot of them are administrative to the side. That's really where the students, so, for the accommodation of the meetings, and hopefully like the PTA is more focused on the parents. The teachers, this SIC is more about like the students and then local community partners. Kind of hear that.
That's really good, like you guys are in this, you know, like we do a lot of stuff. I don't know, we never have come over here, but I'm not in the middle school, we will do our last. So you will do a kind of. And that one, the one that I came in from November, so they used to be like more like. You know, we feel like how the students, especially our some questions like that.
I will say too, like, not to dive too deep into it, but in regards to study buddies or help on some things with kids here, I do think there is a need in regards to like help with reading. So like if that's something that's ever been like, ooh, I can't do somebody with 4th grade math or whatever, like I would say there's a need for reading. That there's gonna be, even if it's not been presented yet, that we need people. I would say the reading side of things, there's definitely some people that are always needing help with the reading. So if you can get one-on-one for 30 minutes with somebody a week.
Once a week though.
Yeah, right now it's,
Willing to do.
well, yeah, right now it's set for once a week for 30 minutes with kids. Now there'll be a list of multiple kids, but I do know just because of, I think some of the funding for a position that was helping people with reading was kind of eliminated from not this school, but from the county, the district, yeah. So like they are kind of short on that, so that might be a gap that we can help fill in. At this point, we don't have like a list of kids waiting, but I do think it's gonna be something that presents itself soon, that we're gonna need people for just literally reading 30 minutes a week for the kid. So just to keep that in mind. But that's it.
Okay, very nice.
Mm.
Yeah.